Welcome back to the Fox 5 Live Zone on this Friday afternoon. And right coming up on 12:45, we are putting out the call to all entrepreneurs and small business owners because there's a special event coming to College Park this weekend, and it could be a game changer. Think The Voice meets Shark Tank. That's what you can expect at the pull-up and pitch competition. It's a fast-paced two-round competition where under-resourced founders, small business owners, and entrepreneurs can shoot their shot with 60-second pitches and earn up to $30,000 to grow their business on the spot. The event is the brainchild of Black Girl Ventures Foundation. They are teaming up with the Washington Mystics for the event. And joining us now live with more details is BGV founder and CEO Omi Bell. Good afternoon. Thanks so much for joining us on the Live Zone.
Hello, thank you for having me. I'm so excited to talk about this.
All right, well, tell me a little bit more about the event and what people need to know if they want to come out and take part.
Well, first you need to know that this is open to everybody in the city, everybody in the area. And so just take a chance and shoot your shot. I think when I built this event in particular, because Black Girl Ventures has a number of different events and programs, but with this one, I wanted to make it clear that anybody should be able to gain the skill set of just pitching their business, articulating what they have, and gaining some access to capital. So the way it works is really simple. It sounds exactly what it sounds. Pull up, you got 60 seconds, shoot your shot. We have 3 judges that will be in our first round. If you get 1 thumbs up, you get $200. If you get 2 thumbs up, you get $250. If you get 3 thumbs up, you get $500, and you get to go to the next round to pitch for 3 minutes for up to $10,000.
That's amazing. Let me ask you a question. When you make that initial pitch, that 60-second pitch, if you get a thumbs up or not, are you also getting some constructive feedback about your pitch and maybe what you could do to make, if say you didn't get a thumbs up, what you could kind of tweak to maybe when you come back, get that thumbs up the next time?
So there's a couple things. The capital is not all. Like financial capital is one piece, but social capital is everything. And so in that room, you're going to have a number of entrepreneurs and the Mystics team and like different people from different corporations, Chesapeake Employers Insurance, who's also partnering with us on this. And this is all made possible by the MBA Foundation, by the way. So you will have a number of people in that room to partner with, to get other insight from. The judges themselves will give a little bit of feedback for some of the round. And for the second round, we do the feedback live. So typically where the judges would go off into a room and huddle up and have conversations, that's not how it works at Pull Up and Pitch. All the feedback is right in front of you. So you're going to get an immense amount of education. And I'm just going to say free game that you wouldn't get in some other programs.
Yeah, that is super unique. And speaking of unique, Pull Up and Pitch has a very unique name. So what's the story and meaning behind it, and how does it reflect the experience founders have at these events?
Well, at Black Girl Ventures, we work to create access to capital for under-resourced founders. And I started this right in Southeast DC in a house. And so what we did there was I threw a bunch of people pitched, and then I gave the money that I raised at the door back to the people that won. And so what I realized is that while we wait for things to become more equitable, what we can do as a community is give, commune, work together, and support each other's businesses. And so with Pull Up and Pitch, I was thinking of different ways that I could kind of break down the barriers of access to capital. And even though the $200 and $250 and $500 sounds like dollar amounts, we'll be giving this away to up to 100 people. And then that $10,000 round, there's going to be one lucky person that walks away with that larger prize. However, the opportunity to just shoot your shot and walk away with some capital can help you retain a contractor, help you with marketing, help you buy your next product batch or add to the mix of your next batch is of the extreme importance. It's going to be small infusions of capital to keep these businesses going through our economic times like this.
That is awesome. And we talked about Shark Tank and how this is a little bit of that, a little bit of The Voice. Now, on Shark Tank, they have the sharks. You have champions. So who are the champions for Pull Up and Pitch, and why do you call them champions?
Yeah, so I'll start with why. We call them champions because what we realize at Black Girl Ventures is we don't want to mirror the problem, which is less than 1% of people making decisions for the whole. Right. And we wanted to make sure that we are being as equitable as possible. So in our regular BGV pitch, the champions, they're just there to get feedback. They don't make the final decision. The whole entire audience gets to decide. Now, at Pull Up and Pitch, you do have judges that are giving thumbs up and thumbs down. And those judges for this time will be Allison McCauley, who's the Chief Business Officer for the Washington Mystics, for WNBA Washington Mystics. We're so excited. The Mystics have been an amazing partner for us, and this is our third time partnering with them, and so we're so excited to bring this back to DC, to the DMV. And then we have Kendra Woolridge. She is the CEO of Janet and Joe, which is a top non-toxic nail care brand in the wedding industry. We have Jody Schwartz, who's the Chief Growth Officer at Chesapeake Employers Insurance, which is also a partner on this. So we're excited to work with this high level of expertise that's everywhere from like corporation to also entrepreneurs on the ground to help give some feedback and to help entrepreneurs grow.
While you were speaking, we were taking a look at some video from past events. So what impact have you seen so far from BGV pitch and pull up and pitch events, and what excites you most about the movement's future?
Yeah, well, listen, we have seen, so this is one of our largest attended events. We usually get 200 to 300 people that come out plus that. And you can line up as early as about 10 a.m. We start at 1, but it's first come, first serve. So you want to get in line and you want to be able to shoot your shot. Because again, we're giving this capital out on the spot, by the way. So you get your $200, your $250, your $500 right on the spot. The $10,000 comes later, but still there'll be 3 top prizes too, by the way. So 10,000 is just the top. There's also 6,000, and then there's 2,000. The future of this, so the impact is that it's going to be education. It's going to be networking. Increasing your network, because people fund people. So you want to get to know more people. The future of this looks like, so next year, Black Girl Ventures is going to be 10 years old. That's right. In 2016 is where I launched Black Girl Ventures in that house in Southeast DC. And now here we are, a national movement, internationally known, working with amazing partners like the NBA, like Nike, like the WNBA, Washington Mystics. Like, it is an amazing time to see where we've grown. And we'll be across multiple different cities doing the pull up and pitch. So the future of this is next year, we're going to be across 3 to 4 different cities, including DC, to bring this pull up and pitch back. And we see tons of founders that come out, and the impact is just immeasurable.
Well, happy early 10-year anniversary. So obviously you've been building community and opportunities for these under-resourced founders for almost a decade now. Can you talk to me a little bit about what inspired this mission?
I'm a founder myself. So I got laid off twice. And as we know right now, 300,000 Black women have exited or the workforce in some fashion. We know that 1 in 4 adults right now have a side gig. And I was side hustling my entire life, to be honest with you. My entire adult life, I've been side hustling. I'm trying to figure out how to make extra money because I was a single parent with 2 kids. And that America, honestly, is just not built for single parents with more than 1 kid trying to make it. And I think now when we look at what the economy is, for sure, people are going to need infusions of capital to keep them going through these different times and the ebb and flow of how economics work. So I had a t-shirt company. I was building that. I was head down. I was like, let's go. And I thought that was going to be my life. I started doing some work with Google. I'm training people in the DMV, in fact, on marketing and how to grow their businesses. And then I realized community is where it's at. We have to have community in everything we do. And that's what Black Girl Ventures was born. I put together, I'm also a performance poet, straight from the DMV area, Busboys and Poets, all those different circuits that I've been a part of. And I pulled that part of me from the art community and the business part of me and the computer science part of me and said, you know what could I do to change the world? What could I do? If I can't change the game, can I change the playing field? What could I do to inspire change? And that's where Black Girl Ventures was born. And that's where the evolution of how Black Girl Ventures works, including pull up and pitch, comes into play.
A woman of many talents, paying it forward. Thank you so much for joining us. Before I let you go, for anyone who wants to take part, remind them where, when, and how.
Absolutely. You can go to blackgirlventures.org, click events, and it'll take you to the events area. But we're going to be Saturday, tomorrow, September the 20th. From 1 to 4, we'll be at University of Maryland at the Adele H. Hampton Student Union. So pull up, shoot your shot.
Omi Bell, thank you so much for spending some time with us. Good luck tomorrow, and I hope that you give out